Okay students, now we are going with respect to gas laws. These are very simple laws. Already you will be studying from your 8th class itself. So we can determine pressure, volume, temperature. These are the three things, as well as density and what is the other thing? Mass. Okay. First we will be dealing with respect to these three terms: pressure, volume and temperature. And you keep one thing in your brain while dealing with respect to laws. One term is taken constant. Okay, among these three, one term is taken constant, and you are going to fix the mass. Mass you are not going to change. Among these three, one is being kept constant, right? So means nothing but, if you are keeping mass constant, means number of particles you are keeping constant, that is nothing but number of moles are being kept constant. And first law, it is called as Boyle's law. See, at constant temperature means among these three terms you are keeping temperature constant. Okay, for a given mass of gas, means mass is also kept constant. Now you are talking the relation between these two, PV. Okay, and P is inversely proportional to V. See, at constant temperature, temperature is kept constant, and you are going to talk the relation between these two. Mass is kept constant, and the pressure of the gas is inversely proportional to the volume. Suppose if you take a container, it is having something like 2 liters, pressure is 5 atmospheres. Okay, now if you apply pressure, see, this piston is moving down, means you are increasing the pressure. So what happens? Suppose let me take the pressure has been 7 atmospheres. What happens to the volume? Something like half liter. So if you are increasing the pressure, what is happening to the volume? So it is decreasing. So if one increases, other decreases, then that proportionality is called as inversely proportional. Now what you are doing? You are removing the proportionality, keeping is equal to P is equal to K by V. If you send V, this side will become PV is equal to constant, and it implies P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, and this law it is called as Boyle's law. In simple time, it is called as P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2 at constant temperature for a given amount of gas, means the pressure is inversely proportional to the volume. This is what you will be having with respect to Boyle's law. And you go with respect to graphs. If you plot P versus V, as temperature is constant, there are some terms called as, if temperature is constant, those are called as isotherms. Iso means, you know already, it is same. Therm means temperature. If temperature is same, means constant temperature. The graphs, whatever you are getting, those are called as isotherms. If pressure is constant, those are called as isobars. Iso means same, bars means unit of pressure. Right? If volume is constant, then those are called as isochoric process, or isocores, CHORES, ISO, CHORES, right? Now if you plot the graph between pressure and volume, you are getting one isotherm. Okay, so pressure is high, volume is low. Like this, if you go, the volume goes on increasing. So pressure high, pressure is decreased, volume is increased. If you go on, pressure still decreased here, so volume is going on increasing. So in this way you will be getting, see, at any point on this curve, suppose here T, here X. So let me take here X, and this is Y. Near X, let me take this point as Z. Near X, Y, Z, what is the temperature? The temperature is constant there. It is because it is in this graph, this line, for the same temperature only. Suppose if you take in this pattern, T3, T2, T1. In this line temperature is constant, again in this line temperature is constant, again in this line temperature is constant, but these three are not same. Okay, this is done at something like 25 degrees centigrade, this is something like 30 degrees centigrade, this is something like 40 degrees centigrade. You are doing at different temperatures, but on this line the temperature is constant. Here suppose if you take it as 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, on this line it is same, but here if you compare this one is at 30, 30, 30, 30. If you compare these two, those two are differing again. On the same line, those are constants. Right? To find out whether which is bigger, T3, T2, T1, we have some simple formula. You take this, we will be deriving again. PV is equal to nRT. This is an ideal gas equation. Suppose if you send that side, what happens? nRT by V. You take it as P, nRT in bracket 1 by V. So P and V are inversely proportional, and nRT will be equal to K, because we know that K is equal to K by V, right? K into 1 by V. So K will be proportional to T. So if you are having more slope, more temperature, among these three, which is having more slope? T3 is having more slope, so it will be having more temperature. So T3 will be greater than, T2 will be greater than T1. Suppose if you plot the graphs between P as well as 1 by V, you will be getting a straight line passing through the origin. And you remember in chemistry we have only 3 types of graphs. Those are in entire chemistry, y is equal to mx, y is equal to mx plus c, y is equal to minus mx plus c. For y is equal to mx, the graph will be in this pattern, it is passing through the origin. For y is equal to mx plus c, this is c means you are having some gap on the y axis, and this is plus m, so you are having positive side line. Suppose if you go for this type of graph, so it is you are having intercept, so gap minus m means the graph is like this. Okay, only these three graphs will be present in the entire chemistry to the maximum extent. Suppose if you go for P versus 1 by V here, it's a straight line passing through the origin. Here PV are inversely proportional. P versus 1 by V, it will be directly proportional to V here. So what happens? If you plot the graph with respect to P as well as 1 by V, you will be getting T1, T2 as well as T3. So with respect to these three things, which one will be the greater? Means the more the slope, more will be the value of the temperature. So it is T1 will be greater than, T2 will be greater than T3 here in this case. So if you plot the graph with respect to PV versus V, you know that PV is constant. If you change, suppose volume is this one, PV is this one. If you change up to volume, you are changing volume, but PV is not changing, so this is constant. If you change PV with respect to P, again this is constant. If you take this reverse, P onto the y-axis, PV onto the x-axis, so PV will be constant. The pressure may be changing like this. PV is constant. Suppose V versus P by V, again the graph will be constant. Thank you, students. This is what up to Boyle's law.